Hi everyone! It's Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers, day 33 out of 365 days. Well, we are talking about the fifth daily holistic healing habit out of 10, and it is about being in contact with our true selves or the highest consciousness every day, and preferably throughout the day as well. Our true selves and the highest consciousness is always present and is always loving. It's never forcing us. It's never trying to scare us, trying to control us, trying to be pushy or create any negative things and feelings for us and in us. So why not begin to be coached by it? Why not begin to live a life in alignment with the true love? Because that is what we are. We are true love, but we have forgotten about it. And we have to begin to be more and more in alignment with what we are to begin to heal. We cannot entertain negative thinking, negative feelings, and negative behaviors, and limiting beliefs, and so on, to heal for good. We cannot do that. We have to, and it's not easy, but it's not easy to not be on the way to healing for good either. So why not find something that helps you to heal for good? And you don't have to follow us if you don't want to, but you have to begin to realize that living with a split mind, either you think and you listen to the egoic mind, or you listen to your true self. What if they are saying, and they are saying, contradictive things? What you should think, feel, behave, do, accomplish, have, and so on. And if you have passed 35, the most of us have realized that achieving our egoic mind, the goals of the egoic mind, will not create inner fulfillment for a very, very long period at all. It's very, very short. And after we have accomplished a goal, the emptiness inside will come so fast. So, and the coaches in the personal development business, they know about this, and that is why they want us, if we are following along some coaches in the personal development business, they want us to immediately after we have accomplished a goal to write down another one. So we get this form of momentum going, because if we lose momentum, then the emptiness will creep in, and the emptiness will never be fulfilled with outer goal accomplishments. Never. So why not begin to listen, to question the egoic mind, and begin to be still and have faith in listening to either the highest consciousness or your true self? But that will never happen unless you become still. Sit down, be quiet, ask for help, and listen. And when we begin to see ourselves as whole, we will become whole and we will heal. So, first, we're talking about manifestation. First, we think about things. Then we talk about things, and then we act and do things. We have to do that to be able to manifest things. Everything that when we look around us have once been just a thought. And then that have been communicated to someone else, or at least you have begun to do things, to manufacture things, and then someone has to help you, for example, to get the material and to sell the product and so on. But if we want to manifest something else really quick, we have to do it the other way around. We have to begin to act if if something really was the case, even though it's not. So, for example, what would you do if you already were healed for good and lived a fulfilled life? What would you do? And then begin to do that. Anyway, it's kind of challenging. It's really, really challenging to think about it that way. But that is the quickest way to manifest things. And they this is also one thing why go live every day, because in the vision that I have and Thomas have, that we have together, we work with this full time to help people to heal for good and live a fulfilled life through implementing the 10 daily holistic healing habits and begin to live from everyone else's true guidance. Every one of us has our own inner guidance. So that is why we have chosen to call this group of people that we hopefully connect with, to call ourselves founder of the back pain movement makers. We want to begin to create a movement with people that have had back pain or still have back pain, but we are taking back the control over our minds and over our lives. It doesn't matter if we still have some back pain. We'll still begin to live lives that feels truly, truly fulfilling, and begin to realize and begin to remember what we really are, that we are true love, unconditional true love, and to be able to connect with each other and be the support, because all the rules in society, all the not that you should behave like this, you should think like this, you should do like this, you should have all these things and so on. It could be really hard sometimes to not do or have those things because you stand out, and it could be kind of lonely. I am so blessed to have Thomas by my side, and he feels the same way. We weren't in the spiritual journey at all when he injured his back. But now we have come to understand that this is the way for us. We want to connect with people for real, not be talking about what the latest series on special TV channels, what they are all about, and so on. We don't even watch TV. we watch films with our kids once in a while, but we don't watch TV. We study courses. We do things with our family. We have readings. We read books with our kids. One of us is reading, and the whole family is listening, and so on. So we do so many things, but that's kind of weird. And sometimes that could be really lonely. So we want to connect with people who are interested in this, in creating a new lives for each other, to change the paradigms for us and change the paradigms of the world in small ways. But together we can become really, really strong and support each other on our inner journeys on the way to healing for good and living a fulfilled life. And by beginning to do things that we should do, or we would like to do, when we are living as healed for good and also living a fulfilled life, by beginning to do those things anyway, then we are signaling to the whole universe that they are doing something wrong here, if we compare to what they did before. So first of all, it could create a lot of anxiety to go out of our comfort zones. But we if you begin to listen to your true guidance, and you begin to feel that that would really excite me, that would mean so much for me if I could do that, and then begin anyway. Begin to do that, even though all the circumstances around everything, our life situations, doesn't matter. They don't match that vision that we have. Well, you could begin doing things anyway. And for example, I would love to be an artist. Okay, buy the equipment and begin. Begin. For example, if you think in your vision, well, an artist is doing their artwork every day. Okay, block off some time every day and begin. Begin to live in that vision. And of course, sometimes the reality will smack you in the forehead, and it will also, the egoic mind, the ego will try to say, ha ha ha, who are you trying to fool here? That is just a lie. But it's not a lie. If you begin to enjoy yourself every day, instead of being sorry for yourself every day because you experience pain, or worrying every day, what if the pain will become even worse? Well, you will find out if that happens anyway. But why don't you give it a try? Everyone has their own personal guidance, and our feelings are our guidance system in action every day. Begin to be a detective. Begin to observe your mind and observe your feelings. When do you feel excited? When do you feel joy? When do you feel inner peace? And begin to do more of that. What disturbs you the most? What is the worst thing that you really hate to do? Shouldn't use those words anyway, but something that you don't really, that puts you in a bad mood almost every day when you do it. And question, could that be eliminated? Then do it just like that. If it can't, that's something that you have to do. Well, try to change your attitude about that. Well, right now, I choose to do this, but I also begin to do something that I really love, that will increase my vibration and tell the universe that I'm preparing. I'm preparing for another life. So for example, if you want to, this is a really physical example, but for example, if you want a new wardrobe, a, a summer wardrobe, well, if you don't have any space in your wardrobe, how could those new outfits fit in there? They can't. It's full. So you better try to try the outfits on and just leave the things that you could see yourself enjoying in your new vision, and then begin to see why do I love these outfits, and then what can I do to use them more. For example, every time I do this, I think like, well, now I have taken away so many outfits that I don't know if I have enough clothing for a whole 2 weeks period or 1 week period without trying to have damp clothes, because I wash them and I don't know if they are dry before I have them. I have to have them again. Every time that happens, then something, it just falls on my lap, in my lap. It could be, I have had colleagues, they are cleaning out their wardrobes or their daughter's wardrobes and say, well, Mona, I see that you kind of like these colors and these outfits. Do you want what? Do you want this bag? Or I find it on sales, or, and that happens every time. And then, of course, we have a free shop in our village where everyone could hand in things that they don't want, and you could take whatever you want from there for free. And I have found a lot of clothing in there as well, especially when we had very, very bad finance in situation. That was a lifesaver for the whole family. So I know what it's like to not have the money too. So it's not like we have been during our worst financial times. uh, if it weren't for that free shop, I don't know what kind of clothing would have to put on. Well, so this please begin to listen to your true guidance and try to identify, this is the egoic mind talking to me, and this is my true self talking to me. And begin to feel, what does it feel when I hear that, or when I think that? What does it feel? Does it feel any restraining, restriction, forcing, and so on, and fast pleasure first? Then it's the egoic mind. True guidance always supports you, no matter what. It feels loving, free, joyous, and so on. So please try to begin to listen to it, because your life will change so much. And when you begin to feel that you choose other thoughts, you choose more consciously thoughts, and you, for example, you begin to feel that, oh my goodness, I'm beginning to get in a bad mood now. What have I been thinking? And then you could go back and discover, hmm, I was thinking about how bad I feel, or I was beginning to think about something that annoys you, and so on. And you begin to realize that the true guidance, following the true guidance, will lead to such better life quality. That is when you begin to shift in your consciousness, and you will begin to be less victim and more creator. So I can really, really recommend that. Okay. Tomorrow, again, I have absolutely no idea. It's going to be, of course, with being in contact with the highest self, or the true, the highest consciousness, of course, because that is the fifth of the 10 daily holistic healing habits. But I have no idea what that is going to be about. But the highest consciousness will tell me, of course. So when we begin to feel and see ourselves as whole, we will become whole and healed. Okay, it's tricky, but it's worth it. Okay, hopefully see you tomorrow for day 34. Have a good night, morning, night. I said that. Afternoon, noon. Well, anyway, have a good whatever. Bye.